Yo guys, what's up? It's me, Noki Gaming, and I'm going to be coming at you with another video. Welcome to more Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. This time around, I'm going to be playing some online races with my good friends, the Lucky Gamer and AlmightySham. To start off, we are going to be playing on Grumble Volcano, a course that I am familiar with but suck at. Get to the first item box in first place, and I pull a green shell, so not the best. I don't know why I threw it there, but AlmightySham just kind of pulls ahead of me, while Lucky Gamer just kind of stays behind. Second item box, I pull a banana, and just put that there in case Lucky gets a red shell. Trying to collect as many coins as possible so that I can get my full speed boost and full acceleration. By the way, sorry if it looks a little bit choppy. The frame rate wasn't exactly the best when I recorded it, but it's the best I could do. Second lap, I'm still behind AlmightySham with the ground starting to fall apart. Get to the second item box while AlmightySham is pretty far ahead. I get a red shell, but on the Wii U gamepad it shows that he has a banana behind him, so I decide to hold it until he lets go. The blooper comes in, and as we all know, it sucks in this game. But they did fix it in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so yeah, that's good. At this point, the fireballs from the volcano start coming down on top of the racers, which is very challenging for racing. And I get hit by one of those fire snake things, and that puts me even farther behind AlmightySham. Final lap, I am a good, 2 seconds behind AlmightySham. He's already turning the corner up here and going across the lava. I throw my red shell because at this point I was just desperate to do whatever I could to get in first place. I get an item, and since he's far ahead, I ended up getting a mushroom. This game is based on distance, not positions, so that explains why I was getting crappy powers before and decent powers now. Lucky Gamer at this point is getting stars and golden mushrooms just so that he can catch up to us. Sorry, bud, I just had to say that. And I caught up to him at the very end of the race, but it was no match because he was already at the finish line. So first race went to AlmightySham, and I got second place, and Lucky got third place. On to the next race. This race we did Toad's Harbor. This one I am very familiar with as I've raced on it many times. I know the good lines to go on it, so this one I hope I can be better. I see AlmightySham didn't get his boost start, so I kind of thought he was sandbagging, so I knew I had to try and front run as best as I could. This is just an assumption, by the way. And Lucky was right behind me, so I had to stay ahead quite a bit. I see that AlmightySham is kind of running into some walls here, and later confirms that his right analog stick kind of just messed him up at the beginning of the race. So I took that as my advantage and continued to front run, while Lucky Gamer was still behind me. Don't know what I was doing there. I kind of just ran right into a street carriage the poor toads were riding at. I threw my green shell so that I could get a better item in the next item. And the better item is what I got with my green shell. Much better. I don't know why I threw it there. Thought I could maybe bounce it off that post so that I could hit Lucky. At this point, Lucky is right on my tail, so I had to do everything I could to stay ahead. When you know he's right there because you can hear the Waluigi sound effects. Third item box, I knew I had to get something good, but haha, it was a coin. Lucky had a triple banana, so that's why he started checking bananas at me. Third lap, AlmightySham is still very far behind, so he's getting stars and golden shrooms at this point. I just have to stay ahead as long as possible and hold my ground, and not get coins. third item box, I ended up pulling a banana, which is good to trail behind you in case a red shell comes. Taking some lines so that I can stay ahead and get good corners. Not run into stuff. Take those 2 extra boosts. Go around the last bend, and that pretty much seals the deal. This race goes to Noki Gaming. GG to the other 2 competitors. Lucky got 2nd, and AlmightySham had 3rd. Third race, we were at the Mario Circuit from the Game Boy Advance. This track I'm pretty familiar with, but I'm not good at it. It's mainly good for item smuggling, but item smuggling is not good when you have 3 racers. It's good for when you have 12. 8 or higher. First item box, I pull a green shell and kind of trail into some grass, but recover with that speed boost there. Trying to take the sharp turns because I know AlmightySham is right behind me. I do not know why I threw that. Kind of pointless, and I ran into that oil thinking I could jump over it. Lucky throws a bomb, but kind of misses us, thankfully. Coming up on the first item box of lap 2, I pull a fire flower. I just have to wait until I get into a really straight area with him. Lucky throws a green shell at me, and I realized after that I should have used my fire flower to deflect it, but since I didn't, that ruined my race, and I came 3rd. The next race, we are at the Donut Plains from the SNES. This race is pretty good for sandbagging, so that's what I tried to do here, taking wider lines to get sandbagged. I even drove into some grass to ensure that I'd get a better item. But I got a piranha plant, which is not bad for a first item, but would have gladly took something else. I got a coin at the second item box in 3rd place, and that kind of just ticked me off because coins are pointless. I know Lucky has a red shell, so I try to stay behind him as best possible until he decides to throw it. And then AlmightySham went ahead of him, and Lucky creamed him. I got a coin at the next item, and that just ticked me off even more, and I got red shelled by AlmightySham, which ticked me off even more. At this point, I knew I just had to get a good item and go with it. I got a red shell and saw that AlmightySham didn't have anything to deflect him with, so I used it. So it was just me, Lucky, in the top 2 spots. I got a triple green shell and decided to wait. At this point, I just wanted to take those really good shortcuts so that I could ensure that I get a better spot, but I ended up running into a wall, which really just dented my place. Take a look behind me, and AlmightySham is right there, so I knew I had to be my best in the last stretch. I decided to throw my shells behind me in case I hit him, and I actually did. So that was the final race in the Grand Prix. AlmightySham came first, and me and Lucky tied for 2nd. There will be a 2nd Grand Prix that we did coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you the next time.